Yes, sir. I mean, we had to push it back, but
Yeah. All right, what's good, chat?
what's happening?
What's happening? All right, let's see.
All right.
All right. Man, I feel like I got sleep has been ass this weekend for me.
Oh yeah, being an adult, I guess, or whatever.
Facts. What's up, Miles?
What's good, Mouse? No
Tis
bocce
time.
chapter this week, but we gotcha.
That's right. We gonna draw the chapter ourselves. Dice is an artist. Zony.
Ugh, I don't know about that, gang.
What's good, Mad?
Zony, mad,
Hey, glad to have you.
people pulling up.
Oh man. And then dealing with that
All
stuff
right.
yesterday with my washer machine. Oh my god, flooded the living room. Man, that was a real kick in the nuts.
Again, adulting, right?
Adult, yeah.
Or whatever.
Let me see.
Okay, pulling up the stream on the PC this time around.
Okay,
How y'all holding up? How's everyone holding up?
Yeah, love to see
No,
chat.
not you,
We don't
Tiberius.
never. Oh, fuck. Nah. Bless me with how not to get damn hantavirus. Well,
Hey, happy to have you here, Mad.
the best
Glad you
medicine
could make it.
is some Shiba glaze. That's the best medicine for, everything. That's what I've come to realize.
This dude done made like the craziest 180.
Yeah. I'm that OF
Talking
girl
about you,
that
by the
found
way.
Jesus.
No bocce. Yes, yes, Nulo. Unfortunately,
Oh, yo.
we're we're all mourning.
Dice, you're kind of old, so you might know this song.
Just kinda relax. Just kinda.
Keith Sweat, that song Nobody. Let's do a remix to that, but we'll call it Nobachi.
I'm not doing no remix with you, gang.
What's good, Silent? Hey, first stream is not at 4 a.m. Hey. Well, I would love to see you at 4 in the morning with that, sleep still in your eye. And I bet you look the best when you first wake up.
Stop rizzing up our viewers,
Oh, my
man.
bad, my bad.
Glad you could, glad you can make it silent. Yeah, it looks like time zone shenanigans or whatnot. We usually stream at a nighttime for us, but yeah, we decided
Damn.
to hop on stream considering there's no chapter this week.
Yeah, switching it
See
up a
if we can
bit,
entertain you guys.
Me and Dice are trying to expand our horizons, if you will. Oh yeah, that's right,
Yeah, sure. We
Mouse.
might.
He said that he's gonna carry the mantle for the Shiba hating brigade.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey, balance, right? As all things should be. Perfectly balanced. I'm not mad at it.
Mark my words, Shiba will train Tamaki Sazanami and turn her into a monster. Hey,
Oh my
if you
god.
get that theory right, I don't. You might be Hokazono.
It's one of those. It's one of them theories.
It's one of them theories. It's like, hey, you don't lose nothing just saying a theory like that, but the returns on a stock like that are so vast.
Yep. Low risk, high reward.
All right. Well.
So yeah, as y'all can tell by the title of the stream, we got two ideas for you today. Now that Shiba, now that Tiberius is on the Shiba glazing train,
Well,
we're gonna be looking at
that train is a train of toleration.
yeah, potato. we're gonna be looking at his top 5 moments, which this should be very interesting considering most of his moments are either off screen, they're not really like, not any serious feats. I mean, obviously there are certain feats, and yeah, I think this is gonna be very interesting. You and me, like, just for full disclosure for the people in chat right now and those that are watching, we haven't really discussed any of these moments. I think you and me are just kind of gonna wing it and
Mm-hmm.
see what we kind of agree on in ranking these top 5 moments. So this should be very interesting, fun, and perhaps quite controversial. We shall see.
Yeah.
And then we got some 2 versus 2 random Kagurabachi battles just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, chat, guess how many, I guess, moments that Shiba has. And when I mean moments, I mean like big plays, maybe strong character writing. Um, you know, what would be your guesstimate on how many moments Shiba has in the story up to this point? It's not just in part one. I included, up to 121.
Yeah.
Because Shiba getting his neck slit is top 5 for me. I mean, I get that. I feel that. It's a poignant moment. 7 moments? Hey, cook.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I think it's kind of, I kind of have to really think about it to kind of come up with these top 5. There really isn't much, I kind of really, kind of scratching my head here, like, oh, what? But yeah, I kind of agree with Silent here. I think some of these moments, again, they're not really going to be related to feats because he doesn't have many on screen, especially when it comes to combat. He's just kind of spamming the same move and, again, doing shit off screen. And what we've gotten recently in the battle on Hiroshima in terms of character writing, that's really what's going to make up most of this list is what I'm thinking. That's why I said it is going to be a bit polarizing seeing how people feel about this. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
this should be fun.
I guess like thinking about part 2 specifically, right? We're like 10 chapters in? Yeah, I think 10
Yeah,
chapters.
10 chapters in, I believe,
Uh,
yes.
so
Or
Shiba,
9. Part 1 ended on 12, so 112. So yeah.
yeah. A lot of stuff with Shiba in this, part 2 flashback. It's more like he's just like a vehicle to kind of get us, a little bit more insight on what's going on before the war starts. So like a lot of the things that he's done at this point, I mean, really, there hasn't been much, at least in terms of like big moments. Like the very first chapter, I know people are probably might, like, I don't really consider Shiba and 113 anything crazy. But, like on Hiroshima, his sorcery reveal. I don't know if people like will include him pulling up on like Kunishige. I mean, I don't really call that a Shiba moment. That's just, it's kind of I guess everyone has a different definition of what a moment is. But I basically have like 7. I wrote them down last night in my, like, just the ones I could think of, and I was wondering if I missed any. Because the Shiba hate, the old me might have been blinded to some moments that were
The old
technically,
me.
you know, yeah, it's like I shed new skin, like how motherfuckers talk on New Year's Eve. New year, new me.
Yo, just because you did more preparation than I did for this, just frankly speaking, can you send that list over? I did kind of pull up um kind of Shiba's page from the Wikia just to anything that I missed, but can you send me those 7 moments just so we're kind of on the same page?
Yeah.
If that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a LARPer, guys. If you didn't notice already.
Yeah, so like the silent mouths, like pull up, teleporting you're out, and then like his focus moment is, that's a big one.
Yeah, those are definitely making it in. For sure. For sure. So
All right, here you go. Sending it now, and then we can. I guess we can just we can do a top 7. I mean, I don't want to say that there's only 7 because there's people who might associate that with Shiba slander, and I don't slander Shiba.
not anymore.
Hey man, you know we all deserve second chances. I think that's how the saying
All
goes.
right.
All right, you got the list.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're good. You want to do top 7, or you just want to do the 5? I think it'd be a bit more interesting if we do the 5 and see what kind of gets left out.
That's
I
cool.
mean, you and me, we're gonna have to like debate either way what makes it into the top 5, right? And see if we can kind of agree on, you know,
Yeah.
on this top 5.
Um, one interesting thing I thought about when I made this list, though, it's so crazy to me now that we know exactly what Shiba's capable of. That in the very first arc, Shiba did the least amount of heavy lifting. Like he could have literally just popped in there and saved Char so easily. Chihiro was like on 1 health going in there, you know what I mean? While he was just going to like the shed out in the back.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah. It's crazy because when it comes to Shiba, a lot of it is not what he did do; it's what he doesn't do, and that's why it's so easy to, or it was, I guess, in your case, so easy to slander the guy because it's a lot more jarring. Again, looking at the things that he could do but didn't, um, compared to the things that we have seen him done. So, yeah,
Yeah, I mean it is one of them things
anti
like
hates.
you called it right. Is how it's not what he does do, it's what he doesn't do, and I think that is like honestly a credit to his role or his like status in the series. The pinnacle of sorcery. Like, and people now, just to be fair, and this is not Shiba hate, like how people like kind of frame him to be like the Gojo of Kagurabachi. I mean, that's just simply not true. Uh, and like to Shiba's credit, he's not that type of character. Like when Gojo pulls up, like look at Kyoto Goodwill, right? When Gojo popped up, it ended. It was over. Like Gojo ends all like confrontations. Shiba's more nuanced than that. He doesn't, just because he is at the pinnacle of sorcery. There's a lot more going on with him underneath. Appearances. He doesn't want to see people die. He wants to try and save as many as he can. He has more. He has more to like being an actual person than say Gojo is. Whereas Gojo's more like a figure in sorcery for JJK.
Yeah, I agree with like the overall point because at the same time I do see like when people that compare him to Gojo, like I guess I can kind of see where they're coming from, but fundamentally, like you're saying, their roles in the story and the impact that they have on the narrative and like the world itself is just like night and day. Like it cannot be compared, which is what you're getting at, and I entirely agree. But I think people, when they compare him to Gojo, it's usually alluding to how, one, he has to be kind of kept away from the story because of how strong he is, and two, the fact of how strong he is, right?
Yeah.
And just how, even though we just recently got his sorcery revealed, a lot of people, especially those comparing him to Gojo, have been theorizing that Shiba's sorcery was something super cracked on some sort of level. So I think there's a bit of truth in both statements, but I would lean towards what you're saying, just in terms of, again, the roles and impact in the story. You really can't compare the two. So
Yeah, and I mean it's to like
facts.
Shiba's credit, honestly, because like I think a character like Gojo is easy to package, hard to execute, and I think Gege is like one of his best things. Is the best things Gege did was like Yuji and Sukuna's dynamic. and then Gojo. Like those two things that he's like done, he did really, really well. Um, and with Shiba is we're actually getting the chance for like more like subtle, like human, more how should I phrase it? Just a person, like an actual. We're seeing a person that a traumatic thing like war, and his stocks can only go up because he has that like more understandable, more you can kind of relate to him a lot more than say someone like Gojo. So I think when people just call him the Gojo, it's just relating to like the pinnacle thing and all that. But
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He for his sake he is not Gojo. I do want to get. Let's see who. Oh yeah, Miles was saying, question him and his homie going back and forth on. Do we think Yura's coming back?
Do we think Yura is coming back? Who asked that? I can't find the
Miles.
chat. Oh, Mouse,
Him and
Mouse.
his homie
Shout
were
out.
mud wrestling about it or something. He was saying.
uh, yeah, I won't make I won't stretch this out, but I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I'm on that tip as well. Before, like, getting caught up in the weekly, just a weekly experience and all that. I think his writing and his conclusion at the end of part one. I'm not gonna say his character conclusion, but I think it was like so beautiful, and I really liked it. I wouldn't mind if he doesn't come back as long as there's a good in-universe reason, you know, why, for Hokuzono to explain why that is. But I do think he's coming back.
Yes. 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 He's just too good of a character in my eyes.
It's just like
Or at least
I do wonder what he's gonna have. What's his role gonna be? If he comes back as like his own, in charge of his own faculties, walking around in the world. What's his role gonna be? Is he now the number two, and how does that look for him?
yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's all going to be very interesting to see. But it's also like Silent points out in the popularity poll, they call Yura Chihiro's great rival, which I'm really hoping isn't a nothing burger. Um,
I mean,
so
that
yeah.
popularity poll don't even exist to me. NG with number 6 threw that all out the window.
No, be real. It's the no Ibuki. Let's
I
be
told you,
honest.
bro. Ibiki Masaka, he was banned. He wasn't an option to vote from. Trust me. I have a best friend that lives over there. I don't have any friends.
Silver says Akamura has his own body. Yura's gonna come back. I agree with that. Just so he can get spooked by Azami yet again. Okay, buddy.
That's if Azami got
Relax.
arms.
Yeah, y'all know I fuck with Azami, so that is one of my favorite fights of the
Yeah,
manga. So I'm not too mad.
Azami is that guy.
But okay, should we get into this?
Sure, we can do that. There's one more thing I just want to. What's up, Khalil? Delazar. Just want to say what's Seben. What's good? What's good?
What's good, guys?
Just wanted to say what's up to those. But
What's
yeah, we can
happening?
start. What's up, Silver? Silver Eye Lion King. Is that a Claymore reference? And my bad. All right, so we can get started on this. Shiba's top 5 moments in Kagurabachi. It's like one of those old school YouTube channels. All right, guys. So
Watch
starting,
Mojo. Welcome
yeah,
to
watch
Watch Mojo.
Mojo. Oh my gosh, the buns.
Okay, I was gonna say she kind of fine, but I don't know if you've ever seen her. But off topic. Okay,
I thought it was a
that's
dude this whole time, so I was gonna be like, "Hey, man."
no, 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 no. It's a woman. Anyways, let's get to it.
Yeah. All right. So Shiba's top 5
Spoiler.
moments, right? Now this is all the way through 121. Yo, it is a Claymore reference, bro.
I know you're excited about that.
Love Claymore. That's my shit. I'm trying to get Dice to read it, but he has to learn how to read first. All
Yeah,
right.
facts. True, true.
Now,
Watch Shaku Haida.
watch
Yeah,
Hishaki.
shout out Steven.
Top
uh,
5 moments. All
Top
the
five.
121 chapters that we have at our disposal at this point. Um, we talked about a couple of the moments already, and I guess, you know, I sent you the list of like the 6 or what 7 that I came up with before this. Starting with number 5, I guess I'd like to get your opinions first. Which one to start off with, or like what you think
Um.
is your number 5.
Okay, my number five. My number five. I think so. Just one quick second. One, two, three, four, five. I'm a bit indecisive, but I guess I'll just say when he pulls up on Soja.
Pulls up
You
on
know.
Soya. Okay, see, I
Yeah.
think my number 5 would probably be like the ashtray and Tenry. Like, just because like I'm also,
Mm,
I think the Soya pull up is got a little bit more, weight to it in a sense. You know, with Shiba pulling up, and the fact we get that like fire ass, art of like him and Soya above the city. Like that shit was so gas. Like I think that panel alone is what makes me like put it above the Tenry ashtray.
Gang, but he burns the panel though. You don't think that's colder?
I mean, he burned the panel, but he didn't burn Tenry though. But I see what you're
What the
saying
fuck?
though too.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, huh. Okay, so I guess we just disagree there
no,
because
well,
I think
I was about to
uh-huh, go ahead,
say
go ahead.
the pull up, like him pulling up on Kunishige, part 2, like that's a moment. Isn't that moment
On
isn't like,
Konoshige?
yeah, like when he goes to like uh
His
give,
house?
yeah, like that moment, because that's a more of a narrative, like seeing them like reconnect is more like was that the second chapter of the flashback. And just that moment, I remember that I wasn't I guess, how should I phrase it, I was wondering like how we were going to get them to come in, and like I don't know, just seeing them like back together again before all the fuckery happens. Like that was kind of more just like a moment that was like nice to see. That's why I feel like it should be. Oh, we're only doing top 5, so yeah, that one could be bumped out. Actually, that's right. That's what we were
I
saying.
agree. That's not
Yeah, no, 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 no,
that's
you're
not
good.
a moment to me.
That's, I forgot we were only
It's
doing top.
cool.
Yeah, no, no, you're 100%
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so you're saying that the Soya moment is your number 5.
Yeah, yeah. I just think like it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I think the panel of them like above this, like you see the skyline just above the buildings, the perspective, the the way you kind of like go from one page to that, the fact that it's the moment set up because he now, is bragging about the system she had developed where it's basically just marking Shiba and he pulls up like that's all really good, but I do think that that specific panel of him with Shiba just in midair, I think that panel itself is doing a lot of caring for that moment, for that moment. So whereas the other moments, I think there's a lot more to kind of a bit more to chew on and kind of appreciate. I do like that Soya moment a lot. It is one of the cooler Shiba panels, but I just think it's that. I think that panel is doing a lot of carrying, and it's still top five. But I just think it's falls a bit short compared to the other ones.
Gotcha. All right, I'm gonna let chat vote while I give my piece. And yours was the Tenry ashtray.
No, I
No,
mean,
you said Soya. That's what I'm saying. You said Soya with
yeah.
teleport your number 5. I said Tenry ashtray. Excuse me.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Silver,
set this up still. All right.
no, you're good. It's early. Silver says I would say young Shiba um, showing up and dropping all those dudes is number 5. Yeah, I'll be honest. I hadn't really considered that moment in the top 5. It is a cool moment. Does it make it the top into the top 5 though? It's a cool like aura moment because they know who Shiba is and they're all like threatening him and and like going at him and he like immediately just clears the room. Um, hmm. We might go through this list and then kind of like
Yeah.
retroactively just kind of rearrange some, but for now I'm thinking, considering the other moments that we got, I'm thinking that doesn't make it into the top 5.
I would say that's above like him going to
Maybe.
see Kunishige for sure, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Is that better than the Soya moment though? No, I don't think so. I
Nah,
don't
I
think
don't think
so.
so.
No, yeah, right? No, 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 no.
It does include the panel burning moment. Who asked that? But yeah, it does include like the art of him
Right, like
burning the panel. I remember that being one of the first Hishaku hideout thumbnails I made that I was like really
so
like
cold.
stoked on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make this like a
Yeah,
movie poster.
you had one job.
Oh yeah, that was
Uh, um,
yeah.
yeah, my argument.
Shout out
Go
to
ahead, go ahead.
Dice for being on that Alon's video. Dice closes the video out with the raid on Kabanabi HQ.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Y'all make sure to check that out. After stream or whenever you have a chance. Appreciate you shouting me out, Tiberius. Alon's is goaded for that. So great collab. I'll be checking it out after we're done here.
Sorcery reveal. I mean, I have it in the top 5.
So yeah, yeah, no, for sure. Sorcery reveal. Yeah, 1000%.
Okay, so
Um,
it looks like
yeah, and just so chat knows, for me, like Tenri Ashtray is higher than number 5. It's not like I think, just for those that weren't here when I said it, it's not that I think that the Soya teleport moment is better. I think that the Tenri Ashtray is higher than 5. So
yeah, I think just the panel presentation of especially like what was going on. I mean, to be fair as well, the Tenry ashtray moment was kind of there's a lot of fuckery going on in the Rakuzaichi at that point. You know, we have Yuki cleaning up, upstairs in the lobby. We have Chihiro dealing with Chihiro's technically like in that same like roundabout time dealing with Yura. Hakri's dealing with Soya, and Shiba's over here with this. So there's a lot of things going on at once. So it was a pretty tense moment. And then with like the Soya thing, it isn't as pressing, but the fact of like the awkward timing of like the Kiora summoning the toe, and then that's when they get the call. Then he has to like leave Chihiro to fend for himself. I mean, Chihiro also has an enchanted blade, so I don't really feel too bad for Chihiro. But it is crazy just how like that moment with Soya, because Shiba deciding to take Soya and bring him back to the Sazanami compound was I don't want to say it was a wrong move, because in that moment, I mean, I don't think anyone can necessarily like give him shit for it or anything like that. It's more like, if he wouldn't have done that and he would have just put the beatings on Soya and returned him like unconscious, then because Kiora, him whining about Hakri is what made Kiora summon Hakri back, which had him trade in the N10 for Hakri, which did play out, which did work out obviously, but
yeah,
that
I mean, they had pre-planned, like they had, I believe, because I haven't read this arc in a good bit, probably since I made my video like over a year ago. I have
that's
to
the
really
next
go back and
Redux.
yeah. So we'll be getting on that soon. But they had kind of like already pre-planned for that outcome, right? If like Chihiro was aware that he would have likely given up the N10, no?
Um.
No, am I misremembering that?
Well, I mean,
Because I know
Hakri.
there's a lot of back and forth with like the
Well, Shiba wasn't aware he was gonna give up N10.
But I think Chihiro knew that was a possibility because I think he was already preparing to use the remote activation like Sojo did. No,
That's a good
either
question.
way, we
We'll
might
have
be.
to, yeah, on our reread, that'll have to
Yeah.
be one of the things that we look for. But I remember him saying something in the car, like talking about, Hakuri, you kind of motivated me or inspired me or some shit. I don't remember how that conversation exactly went, but that's right when he starts to tap into summoning the black fish off Enten. But I'll forfeit my pick here, and I'll say, we can definitely put Soya teleport at number 5.
Okay, that's the one that won in the poll, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
Soya
I
teleport
didn't
is
vote.
up
Just to give you. Yeah.
60%.
Okay, pretty close though. Pretty close. Pretty
Yep.
close. We'll see what concessions I have to make as we continue. Now on number 4.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, is this just gonna be the Tenry ashtray?
Hmm.
Like, because compared to like the sorcery reveal, him teleporting Yura, saving N10 from Samura, focus. Honestly, you know what?
Maybe
That
Enten from Samura.
Yeah, because if Samura would have got his hands on N10 after he cut Chihiro down, that would have screwed everything up.
Yeah, but
That's
that
the more
moment,
narratively weighted moment. Uh,
because at simultaneously he makes it late. That's like after
that's in character
Samura cuts
though.
down Chihiro. Yeah, it's in character, but it doesn't mean that we can't give him shit for
Oh
it.
no, hey,
You know?
I don't give my man no kind of shit actually. I gotta watch what I say, dude. I got people like
No,
they
you don't.
sharpening their knives behind, while they watch the stream.
uh, Silence says, "Did you watch Piku's latest video? He added some great cultural insights regarding Shiba's character and his sorcery." No, I know he dropped a Shiba video. Shout out to Tiberius for working on one of the thumbnails. Banger thumbnail by Tiberius as usual. But no, I haven't checked out that video by Piku. I have to give it a watch.
Yeah, I'm like
Shout out to
halfway
Piku.
through it. I gotta finish
Oh,
it.
cool,
But
cool.
the
I'll check it out. Appreciate that, Silent.
okay, yo, Fur by Factor. What's up, homie? First off, I didn't see you pop in, but I see you say that Shiba's sorcery isn't gonna make your list of top 5 moments,
Interesting,
but him
right?
interrogating Norisaku Madoka is your number 4.
So this is very interesting because I think they said that, first said that they don't have any Seitei War arc moments. So, nothing from the battle on Irishima is making their top 5, which personally I think is kind of crazy. But I do think that they kind of cooking with Shiba interrogating the
Really?
Daruma sorcerer. It's just
I don't have that
I
top 7.
I like that moment for Shiba. Now I feel like I've kind of already put myself in a tough predicament here because I don't think that's better than the Soya teleport. So it might not make it. I guess it doesn't make it into the top 5, but I'll just say I really like that moment because even though in our Redux, which if you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. Check out the Volume 2 Redux. I think it's the Volume 2, right? Not Volume 1. Anyways, even though we kind of clowned on Shiba for kind of redeeming the Daruma sorcerer and then like not recognizing or kind of acknowledging the fact that he was probably gonna be cooked by Sojo, which is something that he kind of should have seen coming. You and me kind of dogged on him for that because he should have known better than to just kind of like leave him be after he rejected like that, or walked away from that criminal life. Like he should have known what was going to happen to him. But I think the moment in itself, the moment that he like gives Madoka the opportunity to like redeem himself, and I think he even kind of says something along the lines of "it's too late for me," which is really cool now that we have all the Seitei War context, if I'm remembering that correctly. I think it does make it a cool Shiba moment, but probably not into the top five. Honorable mention, I'll say though.
Yeah, I think from what like what we have learned from him and what he went through, in the flashback, it's gonna be a nice like it's all kind of playing into Shiba. It's all gonna play into like Shiba's character and just kind of recontextualizing what type of character he is. Oh no! Dice isn't saying Shiba was supposed to kill Norisaku Madoka. He's talking about
No, no, no,
if he
no. I'm
really
saying
wanted to help Norisaku Madoka, he could have helped him get
protected him
away.
or
He could
something,
have
or yeah,
protected
or
him.
leave. Yeah, he should. What I'm saying is he should have seen coming that he wouldn't have been able to just walk away from that life, and that it was going to catch up to him, which it does because Sojo immediately kills him the moment he reaches out to his sister. That's what I'm saying. Shiba should have kind of seen that coming, and if he was really interested in protecting him, that he should have kind of made some sort of, But at the same time, like I understand, he's just a reformed villain. It's not like Shiba had any real intention of that dude's fate. It was more so of just kind of giving him an opportunity at redemption, and you take it from there. I get it. I'm
Yeah,
just looking at everything, the whole context of that situation. So yeah, again, it's a good moment for me. I'm not trying to shit on the guy.
yeah. No, I mean
Yes,
my
even it wasn't his priority. Exactly. I agree with that. Go
yeah,
ahead.
no, in fact, I mean, look, to be honest with you, I was kind of against him wanting to save Norisaku Madoka. I mean, the dude did like nuke a restaurant with like people in it,
Yeah. And talk
and
shit to Char of
and
all
he
people. Like
and he was like
Char is
really like
wild.
dumping on charge.
Uh,
Like I was kind of against the whole Norisaku Madoka. I mean, I get wanting to save people and not want to see death. Fully understand that, but the people that were
yeah.
in that diner, that were in that restaurant, I wonder how their people feel about Norisaku Madoka. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but and I mean
No, but
that's neither here
I
nor
guess.
there. That's why I said that moment doesn't even play like in the top seven for me personally. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I did want to kind of shout it out though because it's a moment that I personally like. But yeah, it doesn't make it into the top five. So at least for us, right? This is all
yeah,
subjective.
you know,
So I think we can move on.
and you might have. I mean, honestly, like, so you don't have the him teleporting in and to save Anten from Samura as a top moment or as a big moment for Shiba.
No, because I feel like I feel like it kind of evens out though, because he lets Chihiro die, but manages to rescue like save Enten. I think it just kind of like cancels out, you know. Because really he didn't know that Samura was gonna revive him with Suzaku. So what's it worth saving Enten if Chihiro was, for all intents and purposes, just gonna die there? Shiba was just lucky that Samura didn't actually try to kill Chihiro. So again, looking at the whole context of the situation, I think it just kind of cancels out. And so like the saving Enten part only works because Samura revived Chihiro with Suzaku. And you know, that whole moment plays into like Shiba kind of doing a bit of an introspection of like, if I was a real adult, I would stop him and yada yada yada. And then he just kind of hands him the blade, which again, that's like its whole that's like a whole nother conversation that we could probably really get into, but that's not the purpose of today's stream.
Yeah, that's not top five
So
Shiba enabler moments.
yeah. So all things considered, that moment just doesn't make the cut for me. It just doesn't, if I'm being honest. But
Wow.
again, if chat feels differently,
See,
I
because
might be,
so
having to make a concession here.
that would mean that, like, I mean, just out of the ones that the list that I sent you, you know,
Yeah.
that would be there's seven on there. So the two that you would bump out of that list would be saving N10 and the Kunoshi pulling going to meet
Yeah.
Kunoshige.
Yeah. That's right.
I have
Those
those two
two.
moments to separate.
Like one makes it
Silent.
in and the other one doesn't.
No, my bad. I was talking to Silent.
Oh, okay,
It
okay,
said,
okay.
"Are we going to count your teleport and focus panel together separately?" I counted them as separate moments,
I
um,
agree.
just because of on panel presentation.
We'll need to
Because
bottom five Shiba moments as well. I don't think there's enough for that, but we could definitely have some fun with that if we wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, all his moments are top 5 moments to me.
Oh, you're a changed man, Tiberius. You're a
Yeah.
changed man. Uh,
All right, so I
so
guess what
I
you,
agree with that.
I mean, the fourth, like, I mean, I personally would have the saving N10 in the top 5 just because that is, you know, as a weighted moment, sure, like how, you were kind of, you weren't wrong saying it kind of a lot of the aspects in play cancel each other out to some degree. But the truth remains, if Samura got N10, the story ends there. And now
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
get revived, so we just have to accept it. But now, if he didn't save N10, if he was just a minute later than he actually was already, super late, then we would have to try to like figure out how to go get that nuke from that blind man.
So my question is, do you think that moment is better or worse than the ashtray, considering you wanted to put the ashtray at 5?
I got it
So
ahead of
where
the
does
ashtray just because of
so you're
how
not
important it is to the narrative.
okay? So what are you thinking about the ashtray? So you're not gonna bring it up again, like because if you agree that it's better than the ashtray, then ashtray should be 4, and then what you're saying should be top 3.
Yeah, so I
Like, are
guess
you
if
just gonna
I
discard the ashtray? What are
Yeah,
we
I mean,
doing?
I was most likely gonna just disregard the ashtray because I have soy.
Mm,
Just when I was like looking at the list and like thinking about the top 5, it's the Kunishige one that's bumping out, and I guess the ashtray because the ashtray is just like cool panel presentation and art. Like I don't think it didn't really like it does kind of get called back to in the first chapter of the flashback arc when he's like talking about using the David Schwimmer the sorcerer as an ashtray basically. That does get called
mm-hmm.
back on, but we don't really get anything from it. And I mean that's kind of like I guess with the as I looked at like the Soya being teleported moment, it was like a cool art. The execution was really really well done, and I mean it's like just another moment of Shiba's like usage of his sorcery, whereas like the ashtray thing is just kind of like a just a extra thing. But
To me, okay. Yeah, so I was just gonna say, for me, the thing about the ashtray scene is that I kind of, again, I look at the whole, like the whole context. For me, the ashtray moment includes him just completely beating up the toe. Um, his, ooh man, does that include his pull up behind the door? Like, I guess there's like different ways that we could really look at this. I would just say put up a poll. You can let me know if you agree, of like the Tenri ashtray versus the saving N10, and see what chat thinks.
gotcha.
Because like you and me, like we just have like pretty core differences when it comes to some of these moments. So I guess we're just gonna have to see what the audience thinks. I'm also thinking of this one moment where Shiba pulls the "How's my timing" line, and I don't remember when that is. I'm starting to think of a couple of other moments of Shiba's that we're not really considering, but I still don't think they really make the cut. Like, for example, like all of Shiba's entrances are cool. Like, yeah, we know that the when he pulls up on Yura is probably gonna make the top 3, but there's also when like he pulls up on Kyora, just like behind the desk. There's when he pulls up on the sorcerer, the David Swimmer. So, but I think all of those are really just kind of like cool pull-ups. Like, if this was an Aura list, those would probably be there. But it was when he pulled up on Soya. Okay.
And
Because I
there's
know Chihiro
also
then hits him with the same line. He
there's
hits him
also
then with
this
the
thing
same line.
about
So,
can we really just like keep there's also like the thing of like these like cold pull-ups. Like if he's
mm-hmm.
he can we I mean it's almost to be expected, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like there's sometimes where like the at like the context around like him teleporting the two Soga and Mashiro off the warship onto the beach and his hand appearing to slide back the paper from Aryu, like that's a cold pull up, and with like the context he saved their lives with that, but like him just like I don't know, like the him appearing behind the
Okay.
toe wasn't all that hard to me.
I
Like in
agree with it
aspects of like
though.
the other things. I mean, but that's what he
Yeah, yeah, no,
does.
true, true, true. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, on like in the grand scheme, like in the grand scheme of things, I agree that I think this moments, the moments that we're discussing, are much better. But yes, now I know what who was it that said it? I'm sorry. Somebody just reminded when it was that Shiba said that timing line. I can't find the chat. I'm sorry.
Is
But
when he
yes,
pulled
it's when
up
he
on
pulls up.
Soya.
No, with Soya. I think that's when you're saying when he
Oh,
comes
with
back and he
yeah,
brings Soya back, and it looks like the Enji's and his Iso um clash, and that's when he tells Chihiro like, how's
yeah.
my timing. So yeah, that's a cool moment, but I still think the him pulling up on Soya is higher, which means this moment would likely get kicked out of the top 5. um so yeah so yeah
You were saying which one gets bumped out of the top 5? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, the moment that he says, "How's my timing?" I was just
Okay,
wondering when that was, but that's when he brings Shiba back, Soya back.
Soya back into
Excuse
the
me,
yeah.
and I think it's colder when he pulls up on Soya compared to this. So even though this is another moment that I like, I still think it's out of the top
Yeah,
5.
because
But doing this, we're
when he pulls up on Soya, he's saving Hanao's life there.
yeah. Hey, and it's you already know, okay?
Yeah, I mean that's
Priorities. Good
yeah.
shit, Shiba.
You know what? That moment, top 1.
Good shit, Shiba.
Yeah, see, like Silent was saying, like that's like that the sheet with Aryu, like that pull up because he also saved, his squad. There that moment, that pull up, is harder to me than just him appearing behind the toe.
Someone asked, I think it was, yes, Fur by Factor asked, so are these top 5 narrative moments or aura moments for Shiba? Me personally, maybe I think perhaps Tiberius might be going strictly the narrative moments. Tiberius, you can speak for yourself, obviously. Me personally, I'm trying to take everything into consideration. I'm trying to kind of like look at everything. And obviously there's things for me that like matter more, compared to like other things, and maybe things that Tiberius might value differently. So for me personally, I'm looking at this as like taking everything into consideration and just overall top 5 moments, but factoring in aura, factoring in the narrative implications, factoring in the weight of the moment itself, even the paneling, like, again, like the ashtray moment. One of the reasons why I think it's cool is because of the paneling and him literally burning the panel. Did he just burn the panel? Like, yeah, all that sort of stuff.
Dice.
But that's why I kind of making the yeah.
You already know what I want. Don't be that guy. Did he just burn the panel?
No, someone said it in chat.
Nah, no.
But yeah, so I'm just factoring everything, but I am making the distinction that if this was like a strictly aura moments, then there are some moments that I would have that I wouldn't, moments from that I would have that I don't have currently.
Yeah.
And moments that are in the list right now that aren't, that wouldn't make it if this was strictly aura or strictly narrative, whatever.
Well, like, just, I think aura, I mean, that's one thing. I think that's like one of the more like lesser aspects I'm kind of grading on, like the weighted moment, what it means to the overall, story for his character. It's more like the narrative plays a bigger part. But I mean, of course, aura always, it exists around us, If you got it, you got it. We're gonna count it. But I mean, we could try and kind of get through this a little quicker too, because I want to get to some 2v2s as well.
Yes. So what does chat say?
Chat. So I mean, only 9 votes right now, but they like the Sazanami ashtray better than saving N10. Boy, Chihiro would be turning in his like temporary grave that he's about to get revived from this moment. But all right, so we're gonna put. Yeah. So then that would mean the Shiba saving N10 is 4.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I thought we were, okay. I thought the question was which one do we like for number four, but you asked which one is better. So, I guess we can do that. I guess we can put Shiba saves N10 at number four. Ooh, the top three. There's an important moment that's gonna be left out of the top three. It's looking like we still don't know which one it's gonna be, but it's kind of getting crowded up there.
I'm sorry. The ashtray has to go at number 3. There's no way it's above the other ones.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm telling you, there's one moment that's just not gonna make it. Like, because to me, like I said, I wouldn't have the Shiba saves N10 anywhere near the top five. But of course, this isn't my list. This is what we're
I mean,
doing.
it doesn't. We
So
can look. So here's what we
I
got:
guess
focus,
go ahead.
teleporting Yura, sorcery reveal, like those, and then the ashtray. That's the 4. We have
Maybe
top. We have 3 left, and we have those 4.
maybe ask chat if you want. Right. This is just a like whatever. However you feel about this, really. If they think Shiba saving N10 makes the top five. If not, we can just leave it at four and then see which one of the ones you just mentioned gets kicked out of the top three. Because, like you said, and like we talked about, I think it's Fur by Factor who didn't have any of the Irishima moments in the top five. So people feel different ways about this. We can just kind of continue on with number three, or we can see if
Let's put our
what chat
list,
feels
and
better.
then let's shuffle it around.
Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Let's do
We'll
it.
do
So we're
that.
on number three then.
So, Dice, I'll let you tell me since you've been like like a politician for this Sazanami ashtray moment, which I had as my number 5. What's your number 3 here then? I mean, I
It's
know
gotta
you
be that.
Shiba saves N10 was the thing that you didn't have in your top 5. But I think it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
narratively important that it should be in there, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, no, at number three, then I would have ashtray moment. This is also the moment when Angie says he's no mere teleporter. He just cooked the toe. Tamaki in a corner looking like Megami after he gets one tapped by Maharaga. The burning of the panel. So I would put ashtray moment at number three.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, and then what's left here, sorcery reveal, focus, and teleporting Yura. Now, one of these is going to be left out. I mean, of the this
God dang.
unfinished
I'm telling
list.
you.
Um, out of those 3, what's the least important one to you?
I would say probably focus, which is crazy. I can't believe I'm saying that because it's also another moment I like, and it wasn't even something that wasn't too surprising to see considering all the red flags around Samura at that point. And you and me, for those that have been watching for a good minute, as probably along with most people, there were some copers, of course, but we had been kind of like awaiting Samura's death for a good minute. And that moment from Shiba is kind of like, it just kind of like, I don't want to say it seals the deal or it's like the last nail in the coffin because Samura still sticks around for a bit more after that. But it was just like even another, death flag. And it was like, you could see the writing on the wall. But again, kind of with all these other moments that we're looking at the end of the day, Samura does end up dying either way. So I think the
Yeah,
focus
but that
moment.
moment of him telling him to lock in as well is what
Yeah,
basically makes
I
sure that he
know, I
does his
know.
job so Chihiro doesn't die. Because he has
Yeah,
Samura has his own part to play in that fight, and
and hold on. I think I take this back because with the focus moment, we have to factor in the feat of him teleporting everybody out of the zone, everybody out of the perimeter. It's not again, I'm looking at the whole scene here, the whole, the complete picture, right?
well,
It's not just the focus.
we
Go ahead.
could just say him teleporting Yura in, and all that's just his teleporting work in the fight, final fight in part one.
No, but
I
okay.
mean, I agree. I
I
think they're
think
separate parts, but I'm just looking to cheese the.
no cheese. No cheese, no cheese. Let's keep this interesting. And it's like we agree, they're two separate moments because him teleporting Yura is, and I don't have to over explain this, right? He finally pulls up to Kamunabi HQ and he brings Yura outside. The focus and saving the civilians I count as one because it's literally that's why he's telling Samura to focus because he's got it. He's got the civilians covered. So I think it makes sense to kind of put those two together because they go hand in hand. Whereas the Yura thing, it's something entirely different. Um, so damn. Okay, so which one would I kick out? Because I wouldn't. I think that's probably Shiba's greatest feat outside of. Fuck, this is really hard, bro. I don't think I can. This is really hard for me because I'll just lay out like fuck, this is I'll I'll concede type, like not concede, I'm sorry, I'll let you go first because I'm having a because I think the thing is about Shiba's sorcery reveal in Irishima. I think another of crazy feat of his, even though they get completely dogged walk in on Irishima, the fact that he was able to use his sorcery to match Kurotsuchi, like when he's weighing down Aryu, I think that's also insane. So to me, that's like probably Shiba's second greatest feat, even though again, like it results in an L. I don't know. Would that be the one I remove? The sorcery reveal, just because ultimately they still lose? I guess.
A silent.
Yes.
Like you're right. Akamura wouldn't kill civilians, but you know, at that point, Yura was the one
I was Yura.
in control, and they were like that battle could only be happen because Shiba cleared out as much as they did. Like without Shiba and Samuro, I mean without Chihiro and Samuro worrying about civilian casualties and people getting caught up in their fight. If they had to also worry about people getting caught up in their fight, it might have hampered the way, it might have bottlenecked their actual ability to fight Yura. And they might not even gotten to a point to where they could force Akamura out.
Yeah, the focus moment is when Yura is the one wielding Magatsumi. By the
Yeah,
time Akamura wields it, the civilians were already cleared out, and that's when he says,
the
"That's our
radius.
battleground."
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and we know Yura. Like that's that same fight. He also says that that's the problem with Samura, that he isn't willing to make great sacrifices, which is also one of my favorite moments from Yura. So yeah, it was Yura was the op at that time. So,
Now, Shiba's sorcery
go ahead.
reveal. Did
Ah, man, I think
did
that's
it
the
do
one.
anything aside from inform the reader? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that is it doesn't go big or anything like that. But in terms of like him teleporting Yura out was instrumental in them, you know, handling the making sure things didn't get super like or way worse than what it could have been if Yura just freed Akamura straight up, and then you would have both of them just out running around, which I mean maybe you could say you know that's gonna happen anyways, but I don't know. It's like his sorcery reveal is just I think almost like too important not to include though. I mean,
Oh,
I think we just bump teleporting Soya out to 5, and then we just choose those top 3.
why don't we bump Shiba saving it?
Cause Soya's a bum.
Oh,
He teleport. Oh, cause of Hanao. That's why you
oh.
want him. Oh, look, y'all heard it here
I'm
first.
gonna let
Dice would
you.
rather save Hanao instead over saving Enten.
I can't give Shiba credit for that, man. Look, this is all jokes either way, so it's not that deep, really. We can. Do you want to, like you said, just finish the list and then we just rearrange it? I say we just do that. Let's not rearrange it before we're done with it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine. So I guess number 2. I mean, I personally would probably put the focus, and then number 1 for me would be teleporting Yura.
I agree with that. I think okay, so yeah, so we just yeah, we finished the top five. I agree. I think we already talked about the focus moment, so I don't have to like regurgitate my points with that. I agree that would go at number two, but him pulling up, him finally pulling up at Kamunabi HQ after Yura's just been, Yura's about to like finish cooking Azami, mind you. Azami even tells him like took you long enough, and he's damn near on his deathbed. Um, so yeah, I agree, especially like how quick he is in bringing Yura outside. Like he pulls up on Yura, and before Yura like he pulls up on Yura, and when by the time Yura turns around, he's already outside, which is which is crazy. So yeah, I agree with that. Focus at number two, and then teleporting Yura was just too cold.
See, this
And
is where I have to ask people, like, are we gonna say aura is more important than the whole crux of like the thing that enables Chihiro to fight on equal ground with, or not equal ground, excuse me, to even stand in the battle against Akamura, or to even have a chance to like, you know, get to his end goal. Without Enten, I mean,
damn, you really taking this
yeah,
Shiba.
I thought Shiba saving Enten was going to be top three guaranteed. Because it's
No, no.
Enten. If Samura gets Enten, it's literally, we're not getting that sword back.
Yeah,
We would
but
have to go
again,
kidnap Iori, and then we're going to have to turn the villains.
no, but again, like that's not, and we're just playing with hypotheticals here, but like how I'm just what I was gonna say is I think you're taking this Shiba tolerator or whatever you want to get it, or whatever you want to call it, role that now you're on, on the pro Shiba side. Is this why you're not like factoring in the fact that he let Chihiro die? Like again, we
No, no,
like
no.
I can't give him credit for saving Enten when Chihiro would have died if it wasn't for Samura. Like that had nothing to do with Shiba. If it was
We,
just Shiba, he would
I'm
have
not
rescued Enten
saying,
as Chihiro died in his
I
hands.
get you.
So it's like
I'm not, even when I was at my peak of Shiba hating, which was just like a week or two ago, uh, I still had this
uh,
moment, top three Shiba moments, because the story ends.
mm,
It's not about, I'll give him all kinds of shit. Because there was like two nukes being carried
watch
by
it,
origami butterflies in the sky. Shiba was nowhere to
watch
be
it.
found. But this isn't necessarily about him saving, yeah, he failed at saving Chihiro. I mean, he just wasn't around that arc. And especially for a teleporter, it's super, like that's kind of more on Hokuzono for not giving like I mean, I know he said kind of like he was digging up leads or some shit. I'm just saying, like, I get that the moment itself wasn't like an aura cool badass moment, but that still doesn't downplay like what it means to the story. Because if he didn't show up at all,
Yeah.
then Chihiro wakes up and he's a okay at best swordsman, and that's it. That's what he is. And his dad, he can't get it back in blood.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. There's just no amount of convincing that you can do for me to have that moment in the top
And it's because
five.
it's the main
And I
character's sword.
yeah, this is why I said like I think when it comes to this, you and me just have like core differences when it comes to how we view that specific moment, because I know you're not disagreeing with me and I'm not disagreeing with you in terms of
Oh,
the
I'm
importance of
disagreeing with
him.
you. Fuck you. I'm just playing. I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, but like I guess at the end of the day, like we won't really be able to convince each other because it's what I said earlier. We're just putting more value into different aspects of this moment. And I think both are fair. It's just about like, I guess it's like glass half full, half empty from both of us. So yeah, no, it is what it is. Um, I guess it would be interesting to see from chat what their top five is, or which one from the top five they would change and for what.
I mean,
I guess.
we can bump Shiba
Uh-huh.
saving Enten. I'll take, because it seems like I'm not a man out, but I will say the whole point of Samura like killing Chihiro, or like, quote unquote killing Chihiro, is because of him choosing to like go down this path and wielding Enten. So like he did not want Shiba getting the blade. He wanted to take that from Chihiro so Chihiro could just like try and focus on, not getting revenge, letting Samura do it, his way, and then go on with his life. Because
Samura's bum ass plan, by the way. Let me not. Let me not. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but so we're gonna put Shiba sorcery at 4, or would you put Shiba sorcery at 3 and bump down the Sazanami ashtray to 4? And we're gonna boot out Shiba saves N10.
Just 1 second, real quick. Freaky Fridays asked, when do number 4 and 2 happen? So number 4, I'm assuming that they just recently joined the stream.
Yeah, it's like chapter 59.
Here. Yeah, Shiba saves N10 is right after Samura cuts down Chihiro after Chihiro learns of Samura's betrayal. Once he gets his hands on Tobimune. And the number 2 focus is when Samura and Chihiro are fighting Yura after he got teleported out of Kamunabi HQ, and Samura with his new eyes.
It's like 102. It's like 102.
Yeah, he's getting distracted by all the civilians at risk because of Yura. Fur by Factor says, keep Shiba saving N10 if it keeps sorcery reveal off the list. Yeah, look, honestly, I don't think it's that deep. I think this top 5 is cool. If chat isn't really feeling too strongly about any of these moments being removed, I guess, it would be either the bottom 2, 4 or 5 is, one of those should be bumped out for, well, I mean, again, Fur by Factor says it's good as is because they don't want the sorcery reveal. Rest of chat doesn't really seem to be speaking out about it. So I don't know, Ty. I think the list might be.
Yeah, I'm cool as is.
Fine. Furby, you're a hater.
Let me.
No. I think Fur made their arguments as of why. They don't count it, And look, at the end of the day, they lost. That sorcery reveal didn't really. It's like Tiberius. Like I know you were kind of making the counterpoint. But at the same time, I think like in doing so, you kind of like also made the point of why it doesn't really make the list is like at the end of the day, that sorcery reveal doesn't, and I'm sure there's something I'm overlooking right now, but just going off the top of my head, in the grand scheme of things, that sorcery reveal doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, it's just to inform the reader. It's
Yeah, and even again, I think one of Shiba's greatest feats is him matching Kurotsuchi's power, which he did, by applying the same amount of weight that Hiroto was applying with Kurotsuchi, and we all know the glaze that Hiroto got. So I think that in itself is an amazing feat from Shiba.
Shiba just gave himself a dumpy ass to weigh himself down.
Yeah, it just doesn't amount to anything. At the end of the day, everybody gets fucked, and it's like I think Fur by Factor said earlier that Irishima is really just an Airyu showcase. So I'm not mad at that, even though I think Shiba was doing, I don't want to say Shiba was carrying, but I do think that he was putting in hella work to keep them safe, right? Like he teleports Hiroto after he gets like his ribs, the Aryu's Oda, like he teleports, he teleports Hiroto out, like, I think Shiba was putting in work. At the end of the day, it just doesn't amount to anything. So, being fair with my criteria, I'm taking everything into consideration. And even if it's a cool moment in isolation, it doesn't have any serious ripple.
Mashiro and Hiroto was letting their nuts hang on Hiroshima. I mean, their nuts, their nuts like rest there now, but
I mean, everybody was putting in work, man. Yoshinojo, he's the one that figured out, the toxic air. Hiroto was putting in work with Kurotsuchi. Mashiro was giving it his all. Again, Shiba was doing his thing. It just so happened that Airyu was just that much better, that much stronger. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Top 10 strongest sorceries video. Hey, maybe you might be cooking.
Could be, yeah.
That Shiba. Oh, I see. Shiba, the biggest bum, with the sole exception of Ibiki Misaka. I already know that's D the man.
Let's go.
Juicy Wee Wee. Good old Juicy Wee Wee. Are you related to Smooch on the Cooch? A
No,
dedicated
we get
Shiba
along
Glaze
great.
live. Got to get that aura back after the last chapter. Facts. My bad. I was setting up the wheel for the 2v2s coming up.
No, it's all good. Appreciate D the man and Juicy Wee Wee for pulling up.
Yeah, shout out to Juicy Wee Wee. That just sounds.
You always gotta love D the man coming with the hate. You need, again, balance, right? A little bit of glaze, a little bit of hate. Love to see it.
No.
Oh yeah, somebody asked, do we think Shiba will get some kind of revenge moment against Aryu? Obviously, he won't be the one to kill him, but maybe something. It's interesting to think about. I personally...
He's going to teleport to Akamura. He's going to teleport Akamura to him, and he's going to be like, here's a present.
Yeah, I think it's not crazy to think that Shiba might, do some like dancing on Aryu's grave, or like be involved in his defeat somehow. And I could see like Shiba just smirking, or not smirking, but I guess I could see like Shiba, seeing Aryu's defeat and playing some sort of part in it, and that satisfaction of like avenging Mashiro. I could see that, but I don't think it's going to be anything significant though, just because Aryu's that much stronger. Like Tiberius said, he might teleport Akamura or some shit. But I don't think it's going to be anything major.
Yeah, I don't think anything Shiba can do is gonna. He can't really do anything to Aryu really, except be a kind of like help connect an ass whooping his way.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll get any kind of personal revenge. But he may just end up having that moment of like, Mashiro, we got it back in blood for you.
Yeah.
And he pisses on his grave or something. Who knows?
Seben says Ibuki's a fraud though. Love to see it. Love that. I like you, Seben. Shout out to you.
Those stocks are going to pay off beautifully.
And wait, I saw a really good chat as well. Oh yeah, of course, the GOAT, the one and only D the man. Tiberius better pray we never see Itsuo Shirikai beat Ibuki at the stream after. Will
to
be
be
hilarious.
fair,
Itsuo
Shirikai beat everybody up though.
Yeah, I guess.
Like everybody, including Samura. So if you're GOAT to Samura, sorry, he's already got
Nakamura.
Hey, that's not my GOAT though. I can't,
yeah.
That's one thing. If you're GOAT Sakamura, I don't want to smoke with you anyway. That's funny though. But I mean, yeah, it's crazy how Itsuo Shirikai really moving like a demon, bruh. Cause like Uraha, Samura, Ibiki, Natsuki, they all like got clapped. Gotta stop eating ass.
Chakra.
Jeez. I
appreciate you pulling up.
Sumi is number one.
Hokazono gotta stop eating ass, gotta stay healthy. You know what's crazy? My innocent ass for a minute just thought like eating, just garbage food. I was like, oh, why is he assuming Hokazono? But no, they probably mean eating ass, which, hey, ain't nothing wrong with eating a little bit of ass. I'm gonna just say, but
that's a chat. Clip that. Oh well, no, you can't do clips anymore. Bookmark this for ever. Screen record this. Put this as a TikTok edit with Kevin Gates or something.
Oh man, self-report, but nah, gang. It's all jokes.
This man self-reported his self-report. That's how you know it's a self-report. That's how you know it's real, y'all.
I'm like Anakin right now.
They say dice. He rolls the dice. He gonna lick that plate clean. Let him eat.
Cake is cake. D the man knows what's up, man. Because
baller. Because he is Cheeks. He's Cheeks, and y'all both eat Cheeks. The
Dice
most
eats.
devious 69 I've ever saw in my life.
For some reason, Dice eats butt makes me way more uncomfortable than
Dice eats
eating
butt.
ass. Like,
That's funny. It's like just
uh,
that, yeah, that one little change, a cleaner word than ass, but it makes
yeah,
it that much
somehow,
more
right?
unsettling. Damn, that's
Even Mad was like,
crazy.
"Whoa!" I haven't seen a Mad a Mad chat in a bit, but they had to say, "Whoa." uh, it's all jokes, guys. Unless I'm standing on business, I'll keep you guessing.
It's all
Uh,
jokes until Dice is gonna have two pink eyes at the same time, and y'all gonna know why.
uh, oh man, Ibiki sorcery is changing his weight. Unlike Shiba, its effect is permanent. That's a good one, Steven. That's a good one. I like that.
That is a good one. My boy Ibiki, my heavy goat. He got a lot of cake back there
Okay.
for you, Dice.
Oh, stop it.
They call
Stop.
Dice
That's
Count hit you from the bacula in his hood.
Oh man, I'm so cooked.
Yeah, you really
I
fucked
just
up for
know
that
this is
now.
this, this is gonna be brought up in future chats. It's just like we're gonna have a guest on and somebody's gonna say that,
Hey
and I'm
Dice,
gonna
remember the
have
time
to
you said
like
you eat ass?
I'm gonna have to explain myself. Like, no, it's we'll
Explain
see.
what? You just eat ass.
We also need that top 10 baddies video. Says you. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I tried my best. I guess we'll call you EU. We also need that top 10 baddies video. My goat Tamaki better be at number 1. I don't know about number 1, but I got
Tamaki.
nothing against Tamaki. She's a baddie. She's cool. She didn't do anything questionable
Tell me
or
something about her
you know.
character besides that she's a Sazanami and in the toe.
She got cool hair. She's a baddie.
Fair.
She's
That's
cool.
fair.
Yo, hold on. I'm getting a call. Entertain the people for 1 second,
Oh,
okay?
yo, his purveyor of booty cheeks is
Stop it,
calling.
stop it, stop it, stop it.
All right. Family Guy cutaway, big facts. Oh, what am I gonna do with him, chat? All right, but we're gonna be getting some 2v2s once he gets back. We'll start that up, and basically we're just gonna spin the wheel to make some randomized duos in Kagurabachi. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of squads we're gonna make. I think. Do I have the original link to this though? Hold on, I might have the original link to this so I can remove some of the non-combative characters. Sumi is for sure top 2 for sure, maybe even top 1. Yeah. Sumi, she's like the only thing worthwhile on that Masumi team. In fact, she's so important to that team that they just like put her name in the title, the squad. It's like Masumi. Damn it, I'm looking to see if maybe I can find it through this way. My bad, chat. Give me 1 second. So who are some interesting 2v2s y'all would like to see pop up? Mashiro and Kiri. He's just like pushing her around with his sorcery. Like a whirling dervish. I'm interested to see some cool 2v2s that y'all might have. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh, no, no. Oh. Jesus Christ. Someone really made a whole ass. This is crazy. Someone took their time to actually make like a legit wheel spin on that. Let's see. Hiyuki and Chihiro, that's always a fun duo. It's not, yeah, Zami's not done yet. I just don't know what he's gonna do really. Hiroto versus Sojo with Kurugumo. With no sword skill. So basically, Sojo in the from first arc versus Hiroto that just got cooked. That's a good question. That's a good question. Because with Hiroto, I mean, he was getting glazed. I mean, really, the thing with like Sojo is, I think a lot of people downplay is like what a full scale Mei is capable of. Practitioners of the AI White Purity style is, I mean, if you're talking about masters, we Uruha, Samura, Isuo Shirakai, and then I mean, of course, like Iori, and now Chihiro. But I mean, I don't. See, that's an interesting thing. I gotta look back to see if they. There's some like shenanigans going on because there was a volume correction from that was different than the chapter release surrounding the Iori like nameplate thing, and I can't remember what it is. But like as we go back and reread the series volume by volume on our Redux content series, me and Dice are now on volume 3. And so I'm looking forward to getting to that point, Swordbearer's assassination, to get, a kind of refresher. I don't think Sojo has any defense to that Gravity Crush, true. But he does have, but I mean, he just has to release a Mei, We don't know how if Hiroto can eat the lightning. True, I mean, the Sumika definitely helps, like, with the nullification for sure. Hirohiko, well, no, Soga doesn't, Akamura doesn't want to use it, because he just disagrees with Isuo Shirakai and the type of person he is. But Akamura, most likely, if he wanted to, he could. It's not with him in terms of the sword. There's nothing that he can't do. It's just about if he wants to. And Hirohiko is not a master of AI White Purity style, but it would be interesting to see if he does come back, if he uses it again, and to what degree. Yeah, we don't know much about Isuo Shirakai. I mean, the Hiroto thing, I definitely think it's plausible, because like I just think with Mei being what it is, and I guess it just comes down to who's going to do it first. I think Sojo's more like in character. He'll spam his EB as much as you let him. I mean, obviously there's a cooldown to Mei. But I do think it's contentious. Like I can see it going, Oh no, Shirakai is for sure a monster. I mean, like I said, Ibiki Masaka and Samura, right? Now, Ibiki has been framed to be on par with Samura in swordsmanship, and Isuo Shirakai has cooked both of them. Uruha and Natsuki are like lesser, than the prior two I just mentioned in terms of like the way of the sword. But I mean, Isuo Shirakai, his resume is pretty impeccable. I mean, it's just he's old now, so. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, the enchanted blades are above sorcery, and there are like some kind of toss-ups just because of how well they can use the sword, how long they had it, things like that. But I mean, EBs are just stated clearly above sorcery. Yeah, I think the female sword bearer is going to be a monster, honestly. I think she's going to move crazy. Honestly, I'm hoping she's kind of like Yoshinojo Soga, where she's kind of like a smoke demon, because we don't really know how Ibiki is, or how I don't get that type of character from Subaru. So, and I also don't think, I don't think Ibiki is gonna be like that either. Like, yeah, sure, his design may kind of like call out to the edginess, but I would like to see almost him kind of give us a smoke demon, like with the female bear. Like the whole Azami and yeah, Subaru's patient. He does feel very composed. Like refined. He feels like a refined sorcererman. Swordsman. Like Azami versus Sojo. We were on Noop's channel for a stream with a bunch of creators. And, like Azami, like originally, like my argument sounded like I was going to vote for Sojo being Azami. But I said I could see Azami barely taking it. But honestly, I did change it. And I, put if I could go back and do it again, I would go Sojo. Like... Oh, the hell? My bad. I thought my wife's cats were fighting out in the living room. That shit scared the hell out of me. But no, the Sojo is just kind of like, because you also got to think, Sojo is still moving pretty goddamn crazy considering he didn't have much usage or much practice with his blade. That's how Chihiro was able to beat him. Like Sojo had more impressive like reaction and physicals than Chihiro. But Chihiro was like closing the gap with his sheer knowledge. Bro, Silent, I promise you, that's the thing me and Dice were like shocked by the most, is that they thought that they voted for Hokuto over Samura. And like my argument was, I think Hokuto is framed to be more of an opponent for Uruha than he is Samura. And we know even Uruha puts Samura over himself. Like Azami does have like all the things necessary to beat Sojo. I agree on that. But like the ionization thing and all that that people bring up, Sojo's output is gonna like overclock that. Yeah, but also he was keeping up with Shinichi Yura, which that Yura is, that's a fraction of that power. When you use Kuro activates like a hammer. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Dice has been a big pusher of like the Kuratsuchi and Chihiro agenda. I can see him using Kuro almost like a mock Kuratsuchi. I could definitely see him kind of like an offshoot of Kuratsuchi, like by the way of Enten. And Akamura being beaten by the Soga clan sorcery, the thing that like originally beat the Mikaboshi, would be very cathartic. Yeah, I mean that's definitely like with the Hokuto thing. That's what I was surprised about. I was like, wow, I thought that was like an easy, agreement. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Dice. Dice has said just a second. All right. Somebody. That's funny. But no, I mean, Shinichi Kiora takes a Yuki and Chihiro to beat. And I think Shinichi Kiora would be stronger. But that is a much weaker Chihiro too, though. That fought in that battle. A much weaker Chihiro. I mean, I'm not saying one way or another, but I think they said that the EBs are over sorcery, and this is with Azami being around. Like, I'm gonna go pull up the panel real quick, because people bring up this like thing of like Alon's brought it up, panel of Sojo saying something about he was glad that the other two weren't there. I forgot what the argument was, but there was another panel that kind of speaks that comes after the original moment that Lance pointed out. Yeah, he says this includes Shiba and Azami. He's like, those five are definitely elite fighters, talking about the anti-Cloud Gouger squad. But to test the Enchanted Blade, it would be nice to also have the other two. Sojo was ready to like swap hands with the anti-Cloud Gouger squad and Azami and Shiba. Now, I'm not saying that he wins that fight, but then he also further synchronizes with the blade through that. So like, it's not that he was just pressed by Azami. And if it only took Azami to beat Sojo, then I don't necessarily see why not let Azami handle it. But Azami was a colonel in the war. That's Sojo having a heart, I agree. But if Azami could handle it by himself, like I was saying, by himself, why not just let him handle it? Like, why not allow him to fight with Anti-Cloud? And I mean, I know that's like a narrative thing for the plot, this, that, or the other. But that's the thing. The Enchanted Blades, they're above sorcery. The ionization thing that he does, and it just, his output's going to overclock that. Because I saw someone talking about their, what he does is kind of similar to Sojo, but Mei is way stronger. Yeah, Iori being more trained in the sword will allow her to synchronize with an Enchanted Blade better. But that's a good toss up, actually, because her usage with the EB should be noticeably better off rip. But Hirohiko is kind of like, Hirohiko's ceiling's higher than Iori, but I think Iori has a more consistent floor, but Hirohiko has a higher ceiling. Iori has a better technique. Hirohiko is more all-rounded. Honestly, it's a toss-up. Yeah, one good thing that Hirohiko has that for himself is like his ability to just kind of like keep living. His vitality is extreme. He's kind of like they say, he's like a beast, a wild beast. Allows for him to kind of like, think about, he fought against EB wielding Samura that's stronger than he was in the war, and lived to tell about it. I mean, sure, you can say it's too early to showcase Azami's fighting, but I mean, I think that just frames Sojo, I mean, just EB's period above. I mean, yeah, Azami fought Yura with Magatsumi. Mind you, Azami wasn't winning. No, I feel you. I mean, yeah, I respect the debate, because like Azami's whole thing was, he knew he stood no chance to win. He's just trying to buy time, and which he did. His mission was a success, but Azami, I don't know if he was keeping up per se, because think about it, he also had Natsuki and Uruha, and they basically allowed they basically, without them being there, that first centipede goes a lot different. Like I love Azami. Azami was doing his thing. You know, I'm not like downplaying Azami. I'm just saying when it comes to EBs, I just can't see it. Hey, I'm not. Look, I don't power scale myself. If you feel like that strongly about Azami still winning, you know, maybe like I said, if Azami gets one good hit on Sojo, maybe he ends it. Because like Yura is getting like the vitality boost through like Magatsumi and all that. But yeah, Hirohiko versus Iori, that would be interesting. Like thinking about it now, Iori with Tobi Mune, because she doesn't really have experience with like an EB. She does have like her drawback is she isn't going to kill nobody. And I mean that's kind of like obviously she was just a high school girl, and you know the reasons why she wields a sword is different than everyone else. But like Hirohiko's going out there to kill. But like now if we're talking about 9 character, we just kind of hook them up to like a controller and let them box.
I'm sorry, Yori isn't doing shit to Hirohiko, by the way.
No, just talking about like her synchronizing with the EB off the rip. Like I was saying, her floor is higher than Hirohiko's floor with an EB, but Hirohiko's ceiling's like way above.
Yeah. All right, I'm back, guys.
Like if they both just get their hands on the EB for the first day, like right then and there, and they're both like not in character, like we just hook them up to controllers. You could argue that her like training with a sword will reap benefits at the very beginning, but it's also some EBs probably like are better matchups for one another and vice versa.
Yeah, it's interesting because with Yori, it's like the Yori versus Hirohiko in the context that you're saying, which I like how you're proposing it, in just like the individual characters, not really looking at them specifically, but I like the like controller analogy that you make. It's Yori's forte is in her what's the word, orthodox,
very textbook
sword skills. Yeah, textbook. I'm sorry, textbook is more of an accurate term. Sword skills, whereas excuse me, Hirohiko, it's more so his drive and his innate talent to just always find an avenue for success. I think they like have really different fortes, and it would be very interesting to see how that would kind of play into their respective growths.
Damn, bro, you getting emotional from eating ass? This.
Stop it. No, I ate like a French fry, and I guess let me stop. Let me not. But yeah.
This dude. We were talking about the versus battles that we were on a lot no off stream, talking about like the Azami versus Sojo and Hokuto and Samura.
Yeah, I see Lulu's in chat. Shout out Devourer Lulu member. Appreciate you. Gang, happy to have you.
Oh, yo. Speaking of everybody, tomorrow we got a Hirohiko video dropping.
Yes. For those that aren't members and haven't checked it out yet, it will be dropping for everyone tomorrow. Fun conversation with the homie. So look forward to that. Should Hirohiko be redeemed?
Fuck yeah, baby.
What you guys think about that? So, but let's get into this. We've been streaming for a minute, so I apologize for stepping away. Let's get into these 2v2 versus battles.
Bet. All right. Now I couldn't find my original, like the list I used to originally make this. So I'm using the one that we did from that Keep 4 Cut 4 stream. But if we just get a bullshit person, I can remove them as we go. So Like if Mr. Inazuma pops up, I can remove them.
Oh yeah, Lucas is here as well. What's good, Lucas? Hold on, let me close the door. I'll be right back. My fault.
Okay. Sheesh.
All right, I'm here. I'm Gucci. Yori sooner or later will have to kill a named character. That would be very interesting to see. I'm not sure I disagree. I think you might be cooking.
Alright, let me try something.
All right.
One
Yo,
second.
Ty, because there's gonna be a okay.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say because there's gonna be a delay since I'm watching the stream. You want to share the screen with me on Discord?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me try.
If it's not gonna be too taxing.
It might be, cause I got something else running too.
I'm getting called out on the Discord. I didn't see. Oh my god.
God damn it.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
I'm just when I get you.
Yeah, what's good, Lulu? All right. Let me think. Entertain chat for me, Dice. I should be able to. Yeah, I'll just go ahead. My computer might.
Oh, nice. Good shit on the wheel. Nice.
Now my computer might sound like it's about to take off, but it'll be all right.
It's okay. It can handle it. All right, you're sharing. Let's do this. Pop out. Okay.
Let me move this over here. I got like 3,000 screens up. All right. I think we're good now. All right, first spin. Let's see.
First spin, gang.
Kazan.
Okay, what are we doing?
Oh, that's right. I'm not going. All right, let's just. Well, hey, if it's sorcery, you know. Yo, Ishiki and Kazan. Okay, the first squad.
Okay, I guess you can do that. I guess you can.
Watch it just be some, and then we'll have to decide if we're gonna use them with EB or without. Mr. Inazuma. I'm gonna just go find another wheel because this is from a Soya and Inazuma. I'm gonna go find another wheel. 1 second.
Do you have another wheel?
I can look up one. Just entertain it for me.
I mean, I don't. We can just use this wheel, bro.
I don't want to just keep spinning. I mean, I got one right here. All right, found one.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's see.
Entertain us, dice.
Let's see. What's.
All right.
Yurihiko. Yura. Norisaku Madoka. No, these wheels. Buns. Okay, I know which. I'll just go use that other one I found then.
All right.
Up to chapter 120.
I don't think we've ever done like a 2v2 random battles like this, so this should be interesting. You know, the no-op thing was fun because they were 1v1s. But
yeah.
2v2s would make this a lot more interesting.
Yeah, I'm just going through. I'm just clearing this list out a bit.
You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the two strongest fighters who would always win, because we can also take in consideration like just matchups and how the duo of fighters can actually like complement each other to fight better than their, some of their parts,
Yeah, I'm just going through clearing out the list of the some of the dumb characters. Oh man, let's see. Okay.
Yeah, shout out Hinao, man.
Shout out Hinao. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, who is that?
we're gonna have to wait another week for Bachi, man. That's
tough.
I really hope we get more 2v2 fights because Hokuzono got it down as an art in the first time itself. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I honestly, that 2v2 is probably in my top 3 fights of Kagurabachi. Honestly.
The 2v2?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's gas.
And Yura versus Azami is also in my top 3, so it's like, you know, there's just I'm not sure what that third one would be, but there's some good fights that would be left out. But that's the good thing about Kagurabachi is like there's so many fights and they're all pretty different. Like there's not one fight that really feels like a rehash of another. I think Hokuzono's done a really good job in kind of making each fight distinct and unique and being really good with the matchups. We have yet to really see a sword fighter up against a non-sword fighter. I think the closest thing we've had to that is Hokuto versus Izuru, which was off screen.
Yeah.
And we don't really know for how much they fought.
Sandbag and Hokuto.
Sandbag and Hokuto. So I think it's going to be... I'm hoping we get that at some point. I mean, it is looking like Aryu doesn't wield a sword. So maybe Akamura versus Aryu? Huh? You know, I'm kind of coping because it was stated, and we kind of talked about this in the Discord, that Akamura, after he got the Shinichi, every single duel felt more like an execution. And, you know, that kind of heavily implies that Aryu isn't going to pose any sort of threat. But I'm thinking like, well, maybe that was duel in the traditional sense. If Aryu isn't really wielding a sword, maybe that technically doesn't count. And, you know, maybe they could have a much closer fight, which is what I would like to see.
All right, I got it.
I want to see a full 1v1 sword battle. Give me Hiyuki versus Uran. The thing is, I know people want to see that matchup, but what is Uran going to do to Hiyuki, man? She is Enchanted Blade level. Like, you would have to either really upscale Uran in some way or really nerf Hiyuki in another. But I think that's, you know, I don't disagree, by the way. I think that would be a really cool fight. Two baddies just going at it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Right. You ready, Dice?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me
Let's do this. He definitely doesn't use his sword. Interesting that he stuck his. Oh well, yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah.
He's Zaru.
Yeah, he doesn't need a sword.
Settings. Let me turn.
Didn't Uran freeze Ikuto's body in less than a second? Yes, but Ikuto was able to counter that freezing with his Iron Sand, I believe.
Yeah.
That didn't last. You know, he was able to break free from that. And also, like Hiyuki's flames, I don't think ice is really, you know, I don't think Uran's ice is stronger than Hiyuki's flames. I don't think it's close. Again, I really like both characters. We haven't really seen much of Uran, but, you know, she's a baddie or whatever, and she is implied to be among the Hishaku's. We're not implied, straight up said to be among the Hishaku's strongest, considering those were the ones sent to take on Kunishige. Or to kill Kunishige, but Hiyuki is just another level.
All right, Dice. You can see the screen and all that.
Wait. Yes. Let's do this.
All right. It's Izuru. It's Izuru and Hokuto is the first team.
Welcome back, Miles. Oh,
Go,
for real?
Miles. Kudo.
Really? Izuru and Hokuto?
Yeah, that's the first team.
That's funny. We're just talking about their matchup. That's cool.
And then we have Kudo.
Yeah, I mean, it's already.
And Joji.
It's not like what? It's not close. Joji's a demon or whatever, or at least it looks like he is.
I got Izuru and Hokuto.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah,
easy.
Izuru and Hokuto.
Joji was moving
Yeah.
pretty crazy though. I mean,
I
we haven't
forgot
really
what
seen him in
Kudogen
a real
does.
fight though, but
Yeah, and do we even know Kudo sorcery?
nope.
I don't remember right now exactly.
The
Dude, I have
where's
a
my app?
connection with the girl I Curry wanted to rescue. We. Oh, the ice girl. True, true.
Where's my pop?
Yeah, it's never
All right.
implied.
Do you want to do where we just the winner stays on until they're defeated?
We can do that. We can do that just to make it a bit more of like what's it? Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Oh,
on the hill.
Engie.
King of the Hill. King of the Hill. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's not looking good for this other team yet again. Kiri. Oh, it sucks that she got paired with the Sazanami.
Yeah, because we already know Hokuto already kind of showed what was up with that. I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Oh no, what were you about to say?
Like, we haven't seen much of Izuru, but like we've seen enough from Hokuto, and we've seen what Izuru's sorcery looks like. We know that they went at it, and Hokuto wasn't one-tapped. So we kind of have enough to know that them as a duo would be pretty problematic. And again, it's kind of what I was talking about earlier, whereas like it is a good duo because Hokuto is a sword fighter, an exceptional one, with a pretty good sorcery, even though we haven't seen him use it much. And like Izuru's kind of looks like a long range fighter with his kind of sorcery. So it's just like a bad matchup overall, I think, for most opponents.
Yeah.
Because again, up and close, Hokuto, he can make puppets as well. We don't know if he can fight alongside his puppets. Izuru from long distance, just throwing them beads at you. It's
what we'll do is we'll if duo stays, if they win 3 battles, then we can take them off and retire them. I mean, they'll stay on the wheel for like, you know, other possible team ups, but we'll just retire them as like you know, so far they won 2.
Are the losers getting kicked from the wheel?
I can't. I'm not gonna be able to change that.
So okay, so how many do you want to do then? Because we can just be like spinning and spinning. How many versus battles do we want to do?
We just do it for a little bit because you were gone for what, probably like you were like 10-15 minutes. So I mean, I figured we just do it for like another 20 minutes or so.
Okay, let's go. All right, game.
What you know about Mardi Gras beads, Lulu?
Oh yeah, true. Because yeah.
All right, so this their retirement battle. Let's see who they up against. Oh, Yuki. She really has to be held back by this next her teammate.
I don't think they're gonna get to run the gauntlet here. I think they're gonna get retired just by Hiyuki alone. Oh my god.
Nah.
Oh my god, you were on the money though. She getting held back, all right. But
yeah.
I think
he should be competent enough to at least like contend with Izuru a bit, or give him.
I mean, no, hell
but
no.
Hokuto's not EB level either.
You know, I still think Hiyuki and fucking what's this guy's name?
Rengoku or Yojiro.
Yojiro, fucking
Sengoku, yeah. That's what it is.
Sengoku, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is, Hiyuki. But that's good though, because now at least it's not Hiyuki and some crazy ass person. So we at least will get to see like them having to go. You know, hopefully they get up a good matchup, like another EB wielder.
Go sit on the bleachers, really. Let Hiyuki.
Yeah, let me
do the work.
All right. Oh. Uran.
Oh, y'all were talking about this.
Let's see who her teammate is. Now she gets a EB on her squad. That could be the. Let's see. No, Fushimi.
Bum ass Fushimi, bro. Oh my god.
Hiyuki lives another day.
Hiyuki and Sengoku.
I can't believe this is gonna be the first duo to get retired.
Angie again.
Do you wanna You want to just include him or just like skip and roll it for another
No,
one?
let's try to roll for another one. Let's try to keep it a bit more fresh.
Yeah, because we're not really doing anything. This is just more of like a kind of Kazane. All right, looks like
Looking like
Hiyuki's
another
gonna
Hiyuki.
retire.
Why should be like Akimura?
Oh, they want.
Oh God,
I
what's
need
up with
to.
Angie? Get him the fuck out of here, man.
Can I?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
I know where he should be right around here somewhere. There he is.
Jets Fushimi is top 10 for a reason. Fuck out of here, Mouse.
Fushimi's top 10 for a reason. Yep, you got that.
What's this?
Who the fuck is
fuck
that? Oh,
is
that's
that
the
guy? That's the chandelier sorcerer. Get the fuck out of here, man. Why we got scrubs here?
Who was the person we just spun for though? Oh well, yeah. It was, well, Hiyuki, we're gonna. All right, let's roll 4 more new team to. We'll say Hiyuki retired, because Kazane was the other person.
Yeah.
Next time I'll prepare a wheel. What the fuck, bro? I'm taking him off too. Bro, all this list of people and they're literally rolling duplicates already.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll
Who
take.
Are these bums?
Who was it?
Quick question: is Shiba saving Hakuri from Akamura on the list? The top 5 we did? No. No, but that's we honestly we didn't even. But correct, like Silent says, that was off screen.
That was a big moment.
I mean, we saw it, didn't we see? Yo, Dice crashing.
Well,
honestly, we didn't even consider it.
Oh, he's RS. I want to get like some good matchups here. Instead with here we go. How are you?
Oh God. Okay, we're going like new 4s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
gonna need an EB wielder, like at least.
I'm removing some bums or people that just not combatants. That I'm gonna take him off. Let's just get the dogs. See, I can't even see like their pictures really though.
Oh, we're fucked.
All right, so who are you looking? What would be a good team for RU? You think?
Well, for RU, man, like you can damn near give him Char and he's chilling. You know, like RU, he's got everything already, man. Like, and like, bro, he's got everything. You know, fucking killing intent. He's got the toxic air. Everything about Samika is just fucking insane. It's kind of like does he really need anybody, bro? Like,
RU and Subaru.
Look at that. We don't even know what his enchanted blade does, so this would be like regular katana Subaru, which is
the big gripper.
This is crazy. They're taking it, man.
Yoshinojo.
Okay. I mean, again.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be an EB.
No, and like it has to be Akamura. Like even like no.
Nah, Yatsuru, she'll win.
Cooked.
All right, so let's phrase it like that. Let's just let the wheel kind of include us on some battles. RU and Subaru, right? If it is, let's say Samura, or let's say it's Aru and Yoshinojo versus Samura and Subaru, how you think that, like, I mean, we just don't know about like Subaru. I mean, that's the thing.
The wheel's fucking up so bad. You're just coming.
Just coming up with our own shit. I just don't like none of the wheels, man. But
that's funny. Okay. I mean, do we still have Mashio and Subaru on the board?
It's what was it? We just spun for? I just hit the wheel spin, not thinking.
No, we got Mashiro, but the earlier one, I think it was Yatsuru again, and you eliminated it.
Oh yeah, the Mashiro, and yeah. So this is Aru and Subaru. Did we get anyone other than that? Oh yeah, it was Yoshinojo and Mashiro. Well, yeah, we know how that goes.
Oh well, yeah, we know exactly how that goes. And you want to give Aryu Subaru as well? Like,
well, no. I was just like framing it like if like how people think like Samura.
I'm saying the wheel like
Oh, and now it's
Mashiro
fresh.
fucking soloed
We're just gonna
everybody,
go fresh now. We're gonna pull another fresh 2 for the like,
Okay, cool.
no, well, fresh 4, I should say. All right, Uraha. Okay.
Alright. Yes,
Masha.
it is cool.
All right, so Uraha, and let's see who we pairing up with Uraha. Ooh, what?
Let's go, the Kuriyuri brother. Okay, so Uruha is Crimson Recital, Uruha from Kamunabi HQ, and this is Kamiyuri wielding Hirohiko, right? Or should we go
Okay, we'll do
one
that.
of
We'll do
them?
that.
Yeah.
Now, double
Okay.
Kumiyuris would be crazy. You just get
No, that
double
would be
fucked by
insane.
Banquet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've literally haven't seen Uruha with Kamiyuri, so we just can't. And I guess what we're gonna do with characters like this is we're gonna take the strongest version. So this is Hakuri, like awakening Hakuri. Not that it makes much of a difference.
This
But
is Hakuri
he's
with a
not like
brain
exhausted.
blast and a 5-hour
Yeah,
energy, and
not exhausted. So he needs an EB wielder to make this a
oh,
fight.
he needs
Honestly.
RU. Oh, him and his dad are cooked.
Oh, what? Yo, wait, hold on. Let's appreciate these matchups for a second. The Kumiyuri wielders and the storehouse, father and son duo. Unfortunately, they get cooked.
All right, so battle 2 for Uraha and Hirohiko.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, that says it all.
We're spinning again. All right.
All right, so this is gonna be a second win, unless we get like RU, or that's the thing. All right, well, they're cooked. All right, so that's the second battle. All right, so this is their retirement battle.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, I mean, that's a pretty good squad to retire. Oh, here we go.
Right in the last one. I mean, okay, Yuriko got Kimiyuri, so it might be.
Nah, fuck that. We're rolling another one.
Nah. Hey, this is tampering.
Yeah, the fuck it is. It for sure is.
Okay, so who's Yuki gonna get?
Is that this one? That's. All right. So Hiyuki. See, that's just bums. Well, we'll just retire them. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, it's interesting because like the fact that Kiora could like teleport Yuki and after the projections as well, but I think Kyora's just he as soon as he gets cooked, it's 2-on-1, and yeah, I think he's just a liability really on the defensive end.
Well, yeah, I mean, because he needs to. Kiora has to register them for them to be able to fight in the storehouse. So even then, I mean, were they just gonna they're just gonna run away and just hide from him? Because they're not gonna be able. They can't register. Like Kiora can't register Uraha or Hirohiko.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't really even thinking of that, but he can register Hiyuki and then kind of. Oh, but that's the thing that it's true. Like the projections and everything that has to be inside of the storehouse, right?
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, I don't think he can. He can make projections of her. Maybe I don't know. He can because he can't project his merchandise in the physical space outside. But all right. Silent brought up interesting theoretical.
Ooh, Magatsumi Kiora
versus Yuki.
No, versus Uruha
and Hirohiko, excuse me. He's teaming up with. All right, that's a good. All right.
Interesting. So, if that's the case, I mean, hold on, Tyler, real quick, because I did say we were going to use the strongest versions of each character. So then, if that's the case,
it's double Kumiyuri though.
No, but we haven't seen Uruha with Kumiyuri though. My stipulation was like the strongest version that we've seen of each character.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess we technically saw in that one panel against Takamura, but we didn't really see him do anything. I mean, for Christ's sake, he doesn't even recognize Centipede. So, What do y'all think, chat? Who should retire? Who should we keep? I'm gonna give y'all like 10 seconds.
I mean, with Hirohiko, I mean, one thing is like Hirohiko ain't Uraha, right? Uraha would know how to like what the Kumiri is capable of. Oh no, it's just one Kumiri. We're just saying
Yeah, it's just
Uraha's Crimson
one.
Recital.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean that's what kind of makes it like Uraha fought that Uraha kind of I mean got smacked by Yura connecting to the Magatsumi by proxy.
Yeah, and I mean,
But
we really just
Kyora's
go
also
ahead.
doesn't have like the physicals, like the base physicals of Yura.
Yeah, but I guess at the end of the day, it really boils down to on the side of Uruha and Hirohiko is just one enchanted blade, whereas on the side of Hiyuki and Magatsumi Kyora, there is two enchanted blade level threats. Hiyuki beats Hirohiko and Kyora does not beat Uruha. So at the end of the day, it's Hiyuki versus Uruha are the two left standing. Hiyuki washes. So I think Hiyuki and Magatsumi Kyora spoiled Kamiri retirement. Give me 1 second. I think somebody knocked on my door.
Yeah, this is a weird one. I mean, because also it's like Kiora, right? You know, how long is he going to be in the battle? Can they last long enough? Banquet. Um, with Kumiyuri's abilities being what they are, you know, that's an interesting thing to think about. Like, cause think about it. Hirohiko and Kumiyuri worked on Samura. Now, of course, he didn't use Suzaku. I mean, we don't, and that's another thing too, is we just don't know how strong Flamebone truly is. They say it's Enchanted Blade level. I mean, there's levels to
Okay,
that.
I'm here.
You know, even that. I was also bringing up like the argument of with Kumiyuri working the way it does, and it worked on a stronger version, like Samura's stronger. The version of Samura that fought Hirohiko is stronger than he was in the war.
Oh,
That
1,000%. And
that banquet.
yeah,
Now he wasn't using Suzaku at this point, but I mean, to be fair, Hiyuki, from what we know, Hiyuki and Kiora don't have a way to like combat banquet.
I mean, I just think the firepower on the side of them is just
Yeah,
they'll
but if they're seeing
destroy
illusions and
whatever.
stuff like that, think about it. Samura thought he cut Hirohiko's head off. He even thought he did.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Hmm.
I mean,
I don't know, man. I just think like, yeah, okay, maybe they got to deal with certain hallucinations.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's
Hiyuki
tough. It's tough.
might fry. She might just fry Kiora accidentally, or
Yeah,
Kiora might
yeah.
just.
That's a good point. Yeah, or yeah, he might Magatsumi the fuck out of Hiyuki. Yeah,
And
yeah.
if we're saying like we're not giving like Kiora just like unlimited usage of the Magatsumi either. Like it's a short battle. You know, he can't use it forever. Not saying it's gonna last long or anything like that, but in the sense of like banquet being what it is and playing.
Pain breaks banquet, though. So do you think Hiyuki could burn herself to break it? And she would probably realize what's going on with banquet.
But with Kiora, his mind's also already being influenced. Plus,
Oh yeah, no, Kyora's having a bad time. Yeah, this is much closer than we thought, and we
it
already
could
thought it
turn
was close. So
3v1. Like not on just by banquet's usage, you know.
I just think Hiyuki,
Like,
even
are we
counting
saying?
Kyora out.
Think about it.
Uh-huh.
Are like we're not saying Hiyuki can beat Samura at the hotel, right? I personally don't think so.
No.
And not saying. I mean, obviously Hirohiko didn't beat him either.
But I think Hiyuki beats Hirohiko.
Yeah, I
Much as I love
mean,
my guy.
straight up 1-1, I would agree. But
Yeah,
like,
but I don't think I really think
so we're
Uma's
just
kind of a
so we're
non-factor,
just gonna throw
which
like
is crazy to say.
we're just gonna basically just say Kiora, like Banquet affecting Kiora to like collateral damage his own team isn't gonna play a
It's a good
part
point. Yeah, he could just butterfly
because
or a dragonfly, whatever.
it's really this. I
Um,
think Hirohiko and Uruha that their argument's gonna be, can they swing the Kiora like the Banquet, and can they play off Kumiri's abilities to try and make them damage themselves?
this is tough, man. I don't know. This is
But
kind of like
I do think
I think this is one of those.
Hiyuki and Kiora, they probably take it.
Hmm,
But it's
I think
closer
this
than
could be one
people
of
would
those
think.
fights. This could be one of those fights where they fight 10 times and it could very easily be 5-5, which I know isn't what we're doing here, but
It's
I just
like
want to say like
Uruha
you guys
not
bring up.
having an EB. Now, if Uruha had his EB, then,
Oh,
you
and
know,
it's Kamiyuri, so yeah, yeah, yeah.
because like it's not like Kiora is wielding the full, he's a weaker version of it than Yura. Because I mean, once Yura stops getting encroached upon.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna say Hiyuki just takes it. Yeah, Kumiri still has a third ability, and we just don't know what that is. Which most likely is probably, I think, it's
Yeah,
gonna be Shadow Clones.
yeah, bro, it would be so cool if you just nail that shit. I think there is a good chance you might be
Okay, here
cooking
we
it.
go. Hiyuki and Kiora, Magatsumi Kiora versus Aryu.
Let's do like three more if that's cool, because I should probably get to eating.
That's so funny.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, we got Shaku, right?
Yeah,
And who else? We're gonna skip to
Aryu.
the other one. Ooh.
This is an interesting one.
This is a very interesting one.
Because Hashaku, now he can't box in that ring like straight blow for blow, but his sorcery, makes it easy for him to kind of like space himself out and just try and keep his life long enough for Aryu to cook Kiora. That's his only hope, because Hashaku cannot box in that ring.
It's interesting
Aryu,
because you're right. You're right. First of all, and also, Ari is the strongest out of the four, and Shaku's probably the weakest out of the four.
yeah, it's a good
It's
handcuff to him.
Yeah, and so like I'm thinking, regardless the matchups, like I think Aryu beats both Magatsumi Kiora and Hiyuki, but Shaku also like. I honestly think it's Aryu. Like even though there is like only one EB level power in Aryu on that side, whereas on the side of Hiyuki and Magatsumi, we're talking about two EB caliber fighters. I think Aryu's enough to take on both Hiyuki and Kiora.
Yeah, because he's framed. Because he's going to be framed. He's framed to be Magatsumi Akamura's opponent. You know what I mean?
But hold on. The crazy thing about Kiora wielding Magatsumi is that we didn't really get the whole life drain thing until Yura wields it, right? But technically Kiora must have also have the passive.
Well, no, because Akamura probably didn't grant him that. He just let him wield just the tip. But Akamura just...
Oh, that's true, because Chihiro wasn't being... Yeah.
With Yura, he stopped encroaching upon Yura's mind, so Yura, I think, had more like kind of free range to use a bit more.
Yeah, I think Aryu Shaku takes it. Shaku might get cooked in that fight, but I think
and he can heal Shaku as well.
Oh, that's true. Shaku's like damn near dead, and Aryu just like, nope, resurrected, get back out there.
Yeah, the chat saying like Akamura just popping out like he did for Yura just because he sees Aryu.
Oh man, that would be funny. Yeah. I think Aryu takes it. Aryu and Shaku. That's another good
Yeah, that's a good
duo right there.
Duo, because they kind of like Kiri. Oh, you just not settle for this.
No, they're done. Whoever she's getting, she got to get Akamura to make this a fight.
Joji. Oh, they're cooked. Is that their third win or is that their second win?
I think they're second. You just brought them in the last fight, so this is their
Okay.
second. Now they're going into
All right, this is their retirement fight. Oh.
Oh god. No, you're not counting it.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's fair. That's fair.
Try and get him a good little.
Who's this? Oh, again? No worries. Spin again. Spin again. Fuck it.
Yeah. I want a good one. Those couple. We had a good couple battles, Mashu.
Oh god.
All right, well that's a retirement one. We could just pull. Again. Let's just pull another. See if we can get another Dubo retired, and then we can call it.
He keeps getting paired up again. Ari, it's crazy. Poor Mashi though.
All right, I'm on. Who that is? Oh, fuck it. Let's just go. All right, so this fresh 2. We got already had some retire. Mashiro. All right. Let's see, Mashiro and what the fuck?
Oh god.
All right, yeah, that I was looking to see who that was. I couldn't make out a picture. All right, this is Mashiro's teammate.
Oh god, bro, this is like crazy, bro. Just retire them at this point, really.
All right, so Mashiro and Yoshinojo
got waxed.
But no, this is a fresh new team. They already retired.
Wait, why?
Ryu and Hatshaku won the third match.
Yeah, but the third match was against
like Kiri and them. Yeah, I'm saying we're going to build another 2 to try and retire them. We're just going to give them their retirement because they technically won 3.
Okay, I'm a bit lost, but fuck it.
Well, saying like it was Kiri and whoever else it was, which they wasn't going to win that. Which that was their third, Hatshaku and Ryu's third win, so they get retired off the wheel. So now,
I guess I thought you weren't counting because Kiri, like you pulled Kiri.
Well, no, I just gave them that. I said let's pull another fresh 2 to try and like retire.
Okay, fuck it. Let's go ahead.
So this is Hatshaku's teammate.
Wait, but Hatshaku's with Ryu.
Yeah, but they retired. Like this is another 2v2.
Okay, another 2v2. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. I was just getting confused because you kept saying to retire, but I didn't know you were talking about a new team.
Yeah.
So now I got you. Hatshaku and Subaru. Okay.
Hatshaku and Subaru versus Yoshinojo and Mashiro. How do you think that's going?
Aceite de olivas.
This is non-EB Subaru. We're just gonna give him a sword master, because we don't know what his EB does, and that could be crazy. That can be a fucking. It has to be some tanky, some that can have him withstanding, be up front in the fight when they went to go approach Akamura, but we really don't know for sure. Mashiro, so Yoshinojo and Subaru are gonna box. I mean, I guess do we think that Yoshinojo would be a candidate for EB?
Okay, Ty, but hold on, because I didn't register. We got Ryu and Who do we got? Who are the first? I'm so lost. Who do we have?
Mashiro, Yoshinojo versus Subaru and Hatshaku.
And Hatshaku.
Yes. Huh. I think Subaru and Hatshaku take it as well, Silent. Just because mostly because Hatshaku. If we just say Yoshinojo is a master swordsman, Subaru is a master swordsman, they cancel out. Hatshaku's sorcery is pretty crazy as well.
Wait, who cancels out? Yoshinojo.
Let's say if we just
Subaru?
Yeah, if we just saying Subaru is a master swordsman level and Yoshinojo is a master swordsman level. Like just giving them a arbitrary value for the sake of.
Yeah, because we haven't seen enough from Subaru to know how he would fare against Yoshinojo. I mean, Yoshinojo was moving like a demon. Like honestly, like Yoshinojo. We'd have to see some shit from Subaru, but I guess I cancel them out just to be fair.
I would put. I think Subaru is stronger than Yoshinojo. At the very least, Similar
Why?
strength.
Why? Like, what leads you to think that Subaru's better?
Gut feeling. I mean, all what Yoshinojo
Gut
did.
feeling. Okay,
Well, no,
fair. At least you're being.
Yoshinojo beat the Datanseki. Well, he didn't kill him, but he beat his Datanseki Durag guy.
Yeah.
That's really, and then he bit his tongue. And
Oh,
you
come
know,
on! I'll give him some IQ credits. Not he didn't just bite
I'm
his
not
tongue. He
saying
broke.
that, but I'm just saying like it's not like he was moving like crazy. Like he's that guy, but I'm just saying it's not like he was getting glazed like how Hiroto was getting glazed. Like Hiroto was getting narratively like, you
Well,
know,
he's gotten more glazed than what Subaru has gotten.
I mean, true. That's why I asked like if we think Yoshinojo would be Enchanted Blade like nominated. It's a vibe check first, more importantly, but we're
Yeah, no,
talking about
that's why like fair thing is to just have them canceled out, like you said. I think that's what's fair because you just don't know.
well, yeah, that's why like my whole point is at the very least he
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
I know.
Subaru's a sword master, so that's what I say equals it out.
And then Hatshaku over Mashiro.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. It's a bit because Yoshinojo and Mashiro were among like the strongest. But again, Mashiro just kind of like he had no business being in that team. Let's be real, especially because of how he says that he's fodder, basically. Like,
Actually, Miles,
Shiba or whatever.
Yoshinojo did not get more glaze than Ibiki. Ibiki is stated on par with Samura.
I hate that you're right. I hate that you're right. I want to back up my guy Miles here, but I hate that you're right. We'll hold this L, Miles. It's okay. We'll hold this L.
Hokuto and Sojo. That's a squad.
Ooh, that's a squad. I mean, hey, they get along. I mean, I don't know how they would get along, but like I'm sure Sojo is grateful for Hokuto. He's the whole reason he got his hands on Cloud Gouger.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I can see them kind of vibe.
So I think Sojo and Hokuto beat Subaru. What was it? The team was Subaru.
Oh, Subaru and Hatch. Oh, bro, yeah, wash. Yeah, easy. Light work. Yeah. Subaru and
right.
Hatshaku. They get
Hokuto
cooked.
and Sojo.
Cool.
Oh, Akamura. GG's.
Oh my god, he saw those. Yeah, he saw those. God damn it. I was gonna say, like, damn, Hokuto and Sojo would be a good duo to retire, and then you fuck.
Akamura
Oh
and
my
Shiba.
god.
Well, we found the team.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna retire. Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna retire. Cool.
I'm about to have to go anyway. Vanessa's texting me. I need to go run her somewhere.
Okay, you just want to leave it at that? Like, I don't think it's even worth kind of playing out the other matchup.
Yeah, they're retiring. Akamura's retiring himself.
One and done. Oh, it's like winning the chip on your rookie year type shit.
Big fast Wembenyama.
Let's go, bro. I'm a big at least I used to be a big San Antonio fan. Been out of the loop. Shout out Wemby. Shout out Akamura and Shiba. And shout out to you guys in chat and people who joined us today. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all
Thanks
pulling up. Y'all have a good day. Tomorrow, Hiko video will drop for everybody. It was members first, but now everyone will have a chance to check it out. Oh, I didn't even see. Why didn't I get the alert for the alert box? Somebody subscribed.
Oh no, I said it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. I don't think I didn't hear it because I have the stream muted. But shout out to Aceite de Olivas for subscribing.
Lit, fun stream. Appreciate y'all pulling up. We will be live Tuesday. We're not sure exactly what yet since we already kind of did our 122 prediction, but
we'll come up with something.
Yeah.
And thank you, Steven.
Y'all have a good day. Good week. See y'all Tuesday.